What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. It is, for real. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Having said that, man, welcome to the week. It was a very, how should I say, exciting weekend weekend. Had a lot to do. Shout out to the hometown GI. They had one of the high schools had a class reunion stuff thing, whatever they do, at one of the spots, Brown Skin Coffee, Tea, and Wine. Shout out to the proprietor, Shana Tate, made it happen. It was good. It was over 100 people there, well over 100 people there. So they did their thing. Shout out my friend Patrice Barnett. She was out there. Shout out to you, Patrice. Came up and spoke. And everybody out there, they just had a good time, all right? And I wound up, normally on a good night at the place, it's such a good vibe. You can hang out all night, man. Now, I heard that guys were out there till 3 a.m. I wasn't going to do that, but, it was all good. Michelle Kane, what's going on? Let me say what's up to my brother.
What's happening, bro?
What's good, man?
Oh, it's been all gravy. The last day of the vacation. So,
yeah, man. Gotta get it in.
Get to wake up in the morning and start it all over again.
Yeah. Sharir Shakil, what's going on, man? Hope everything is well. Michelle Kane, hey there, lady. Hope you're all right. Always there. Hey, man, the Distinguished Authors Guild is coming up, dude.
Yeah, it's coming quick.
It's coming up.
I got
July.
Say what?
We're already in the middle of July.
Yeah, this year's moving kind of fast, man. But it's hot too. It's been a hot year.
But yeah, the Distinguished Authors Guild is coming up, so get your tickets. Whenever Gina comes on later on, to let her talk about it. Yeah, I mean, I see her out there, but we were talking about it before she came on, so that's all that is. She'll let her put her cell phone, but I ain't gonna do that. What's up?
What is it we talking about?
Hey, Distinguished Authors Guild.
Whatever.
Yes.
It's distinguished.
Woo.
She knows.
Distinguished. People are getting excited.
Hey, I saw your ads too.
Yes. You like?
I like it. I like it a lot.
You're doing too much. So she didn't ask me to do it, but I'm having some.
I did it myself.
Kind of
I did it myself.
I know how you did it. Ha 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 ha.
It's all good. Hey man, I want to say something real quick too, man. Look, we gotta start as people. If we say we're gonna do something, let's do it. If we promise somebody we're gonna do something, let's go ahead and make that happen. All right. I'm telling you, I didn't do something that I said that I was going to do.
You're the culprit.
Today,
You're the culprit.
Today, I am. So to that person, I want to apologize. I said I was going to do it. I didn't do it, and that's on me. That's on me. Shout out
Bro.
Gary, we got that new,
Bro, that's right, Rachel. Integrity is everything, bro. Yeah, you know what? I would rather for someone to not tell me they're gonna do something and not do it than to tell me they're gonna do something and not do it. Because if they don't tell me they're gonna do it, I don't expect it.
And I'll put it out there. I said I was gonna when I come into town, I was gonna take time and spend some time with some people, right? Mm-hmm. And I got to learn to say no sometimes. A lot of other stuff was going on. A lot of other stuff was going sad app. A lot of other stuff was going on, and so I did too much, and it's my fault. I apologize. So again, let's all strive and try. Integrity is everything. Try to, we say we're gonna do something. Let's do it. All right. Most definitely. Okay. And we do have a brand new CEO moment tonight. CEO moment tonight. Shout out to my man Jamie McGrone. Did his first show at his new studio in Chicago. Hope that went well.
He said a lot of celebrities are reaching out to him.
That's what he said.
Man, he should get Jennifer Hudson on there to tell her story.
Yeah, Hud got her own story though. I mean, she got her own show.
I mean, and with that,
that's okay. You can invite people with a show on your show.
You can. I pray everything is going well with that. Okay, but I'm gonna wait till everything is confirmed to make sure I tell her, spread the word out there. Because if it don't happen, we've been in that situation before, y'all, where people say they're gonna come on and they don't come on.
Jennifer Hudson is coming on here.
Hey, let me tell you this. Now, and I don't like doing this stuff, but if I ask Jennifer Hudson, me personally, if I ask, she's gonna come on. Okay, I go through.
Yeah. Okay.
I go.
Do they still own the house in Chicago, or did they get rid of it?
I do not
still have it. What happened?
She her internet has been acting crazy, but yes, there is a CEO moment. I put that out there hours ago so that you guys could know, so Marcy wouldn't ask and nobody would type it in there. But today is the Relationship Roundtable, man. This is where we throw out a couple of little questions here. We play a couple of videos. We try to enlighten everybody's relationship status.
Or entertain. We entertain. We're here to entertain.
Just remember that the views expressed on this Dope Living TV are not necessarily those of Dope Living TV or its affiliates.
Did I say that? Did I say that? Did I put it out there?
I think you did. I'm just enforcing it.
No, that's cool. Reinforcing.
I don't know. I wasn't here.
Everybody can do it. Oh, that you happy you wasn't here? She laughed. I wasn't here.
I can't tell you.
I wasn't here. But that's cool. I ain't gonna keep popping you on now, Marcy. Your internet messed up, man.
Marcy. What's going on, Marcy?
Hey, I don't know what's going on. Marcy? Hello.
My mom her internet was acting like that this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
She's not even in your area, so I don't know. Maybe all those lines run together. Who knows?
I have no clue. It's in and out for some reason. Jennifer Hudson coming on the show?
Oh, wow.
Don't start now, won't be none. See?
It's all right. I'm gonna let all of that ride. Y'all look. I got the best publicists out there. Shout out to Katina Fields, okay? If I ask her to get me Jennifer Hudson, she's gonna do everything in her power.
Well, ask her. I would love for Jennifer Hudson to come on our show.
What's she gonna say on the show?
It's gonna be a 2-hour show.
Dude, what you mean? What's she gonna say? Whatever she wanna say. Are you serious?
Man, I gotta say this too. Shout out to everybody. And y'all know I don't like the pat on the back and the accolades and stuff. I really don't like that, okay? But a lot
of people... Does that mean you about to give accolades and pat on the back?
No.
Yeah, for him himself. Every time he say that, I don't like him, but here it is.
Right. But I'm about to say it.
That came to me and came up and was talking about the stuff that I did and this and that, and gave me my flowers. I'll put it like that. A lot of people gave me my flowers.
Who did that?
A lot of people. I want to say thank you to everybody that came up to me and talked.
Well, why is it when we do it, you don't accept it? What I feel a little, I'm feeling a certain way, aren't you, Marcy and Mo? When we try to do, what does he say?
Don't do that.
Right.
People were trying to get me to talk about everything and have, I didn't want to talk about stuff, which I never do. But I just said thank you for, and most of the time I didn't even verbalize. I just said, thank you, appreciate that. So I appreciate everybody that came up to me. It was a lot of people too, and I was like, was it an anniversary for the show or something? What? But
it might have been.
Where were you?
We've been on here for 5 years.
I was everywhere, Gina. I was everywhere.
Right, Mom?
I was everywhere. So anyway, let's get off of that because it seemed like the ladies on the team coming in on me. So I'm gonna
I haven't said a word. I'm just sitting here.
I haven't said a word.
That one over there.
I haven't said a word.
She said, "Why is
sitting here listening?
Why is it that?" That's okay. Again, shout out to my friend Patrice. Hey, Shahir, let me tell you something, Shahir. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. You already sold me. Don't oversell me. When you oversell me, I'm done. All right. Damn. Anyway, thank you very much. Relationship Roundtable. I get mad if look, and I'm quite sure, Gene, you've been in this situation. All of us. Okay, you told us about your product. You told us what's up. Great. We said, cool. We're gonna deal with you. Okay. Let us do this. Let us do that. Okay. Before we get with you.
Here is up. It's probably like
I know
3, 4 in the morning where he's at.
But don't oversell me. I don't care. Don't oversell me. You oversell me, I'm gone. I'm done. You'll never hear from me again. All right. I can get it done. But don't oversell
What's
me.
What's our first relationship question?
You're gonna put it on there. I've been waiting for you 2 weeks. But shit, I've been waiting, man. Look, first relationship question.
Okay. Thank you.
Because I can, and that's why. Because I can. Anyway, this relationship roundtable, like I said, we want to entertain you, all right, but we also want to get these questions to see what the people think about it. All right. First question. If your partner says, I'm trying to do better, is that enough for you to stay in a relationship?
Depends on what that is.
If his actions are there, his actions. It has to be actions behind those words. If he's sitting on the couch every day saying, I'm trying to do better, and he don't have a job, and he ain't moved off the couch, and then, every day is, I'm trying to do better. No.
Right.
That's not good enough.
Exactly. The actions have to match the words.
Mm-hmm.
If you're getting up in the, fellas, if your woman got up in the morning, you get up at the same time, and you're looking like you're going to go out and look for a job, or you're looking like you're going to go out and do something different, and then she leaves a little bit before you do, or you leave before she does, and you park on the end of the block, and then you see her car pull off, and then you go back to the crib, and then you know what time she comes home, and then you come back, you leave. You're not trying to do better.
It's not going to fly.
You're hiding.
That is not going to fly with anyone.
It's not. But I know people that have done that.
They had back in the day before we had cameras and GPS and tracking groups.
And the bottom line, eventually you will get caught.
If you got to do all that, dude, just go get a job.
Anytime you do something,
that was a whole job.
Anytime you do something in the dark, it comes to light. Let's keep it moving though. Which brings it up to the 21st century. So, do you think it's cool to have the phone tracker on your significant other?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Do you know how many people have been found with that tracker?
What do you mean found?
You know how many people they found dead, found in trunks of cars, found lost, found, because they had that tracker and they were able to find.
You're looking at the extreme. I'm saying
that's not extreme.
That's the extreme. You get up in the morning.
That is not extreme.
That's just safety.
Okay, in a relationship, you want somebody to always know where you at all times.
We have a group. It's
if I'm in that type of relationship. If I'm in that type of relationship, is very serious. I'm married or whatever. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Because I'm not the type that's
because
going
if
to
something
be in there and doing anything.
it's at this point in time, this era, you need stuff like that. My mom is in there, my sister's in there, I'm in there, Robert's in there, my granddaughter's in there.
Mm-hmm.
On your track,
and we can see where we all are 24/7.
I mean, it don't bother me.
I had to navigate my mom home with that one time. She drove to Indianapolis and got turned around.
I said in a relationship.
That's a relationship. It's a parent
relationship.
daughter relationship.
We're not talking about.
Like I said, Robert is in there too. I'm in there. Robert's in there. That's how we're in a relationship. We're married.
Okay.
Ta-da.
No, stop, Marcy. She brought her mother.
No, ta-da.
And then you wanted to corroborate with that. We ain't talking about the past.
No, I was using it as an example that I had to use that. No, because you said that it's something wrong with it, and it's nothing wrong.
I didn't
with it.
And when you're normally thinking that something is wrong with it, it's because you're out there sneaky leaking or linking or something.
I never said nothing was wrong with it. I asked the question, and I said, "Do you do that? Why would you do it?" I asked the question.
Okay, I do.
Go ahead, Mo.
Mo, do you and Mark? Do you and Marianne have?
We don't have each other's phone tracked, but I mean, if she wanted, it ain't no big thing. If I wanted, I don't think it would be a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's no big thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I don't care where anybody knows where I'm at because I'm not doing.
You're gonna do what you want to do anyway, and that's
true, Marcy. Even with all this technology, when people want to do things that they know their significant other would be upset with, they will find a way, even with the tracking, even with everything that's going on, cell phone, all of that. Yeah. If you're going to do something, you're going to do something.
Okay.
But that's not why we have the tracking. Like I said, we have a whole family group in there because it's important that we all know where we are at.
I understand the family. My son is on mine. Okay. I said in a relationship, you answered the question. Okay. I'm not talking about, but I wasn't talking. We're talking about relationships as far as man and woman. All right.
And we have one in our relationship.
Okay. And I'm good with that. That's fine. You know, me personally, I don't want one on mine. All right, because I'm everywhere.
I want to know from Maurice why don't you guys have one?
It just never because there has never been no prompt to. I mean, if she wanted me to, I would. It wouldn't be no big thing. I'm pretty sure the same. You know, it'd be the same on her.
Do you worry sometimes if she's gone and you don't know?
The only time I've worried is because what she does. You know, she's basically a traffic cop. What it's boiled down to. And I worry when a certain time, like 5:30, 6 o'clock hit and she ain't home. I just call her. But,
let's call her. That's what I say.
But
I don't want to in the bathroom at Holliston Park or something. I don't know. I don't want to know,
It doesn't track like that. I mean, it doesn't get specific when you in the bathroom.
Okay. What you doing? 1 or 2 is on there.
Right. It doesn't track, okay, I just stepped over here and I'm over there. It tracks, like the vicinity that you're in.
I think it's
a Walmart parking lot. They say you at the Walmart parking lot,
Right.
I think it's an invasion of privacy for me. You know, we got to have some. This I said me.
I mean, for a single guy, hell no.
I want to know. I want to be able to go where I want to go without being okay. If you see the tracker, don't call me and say where you at because you know where I'm at. Okay? Right?
Now, if you're supposed to be someplace,
I do call Robert and say where you at because sometimes I don't even pay attention to it.
Okay, but you call and say where you at.
But if I worry, say I call and there's no answer, I can go and see. You know what? Guess what? He's in distress. Guess what? Something happened.
It's not going to say he's in distress.
For me, when you
it
said
does. It has an SOS.
When you said you feel that it's an invasion of privacy, I think it would be an invasion of privacy if you sneak that on, and I don't know that you have it.
Right.
But that could be an invasion of privacy. Like you said, you don't want it on yours or whoever you would be in a relationship with. You don't want them to have it.
I didn't say I don't want it. I just said I feel it's an invasion of privacy.
Okay, so
if you want it, it's cool. I don't have a problem with nobody getting it on me. But if I'm calling and you calling and this and that, what do I need that for? You don't have to check on me.
But you already said you would be upset with somebody calling you.
I never said upset. Don't put them words in my mouth.
No. I'm talking about, you have said that it bothers you when somebody calls you and you don't answer, and they be like, "Why didn't you answer my call?"
Where are y'all putting these words in my mouth? That is not what I said.
Did he not tell us that before?
Go ahead, Mo.
I know what is the answer to this question is going, and I know the reason why this question is out there is because, say you just start a relationship, and say for instance, you want to find out where this person is at or where they at, and they don't know. You're having your phone, you're playing around, and you activate her tracker or vice versa.
See, that's an invasion.
That's an invasion of privacy.
That's what Greg's talking about.
That's why I just said, if you don't give them permission to have it, and they sneak and do it, that's an invasion of privacy. And then for me, if I'm in a new relationship, no, you're not going to have it.
We're not doing that in a new relationship. So I think that's probably what you're talking about more so, Greg.
Say if you've been in a relationship for a year. Say if you've been in a relationship for a year.
That's not really, really long for me.
No, I don't even think Robert and I even agreed to having it on our phones until we were 3 years in.
Okay, it depends on the seriousness of the relationship as well.
Now you guys have answered my question. Thank you.
We answered it a long time ago. We answered it in our answered it in our opinions.
Bro, if you're talking about a new relationship, you're not putting no tracker on my phone.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
But I said at the beginning, in an established relationship or marriage, a well-established relationship. Beginning, no, absolutely not.
Right.
And it's not about
if I get snatched, I want somebody to know where I'm at.
Okay, come get me.
Absolutely.
I want somebody to find me.
Please.
I run off the road and into the lake, the river, the ocean. Somebody please find me.
Yeah, right.
Swimming with the fishes. Fishes, as they say.
Ilsa says at some point there has to be trust.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Trust.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So, questions asked, questions been answered. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Especially living while black, you probably might need that.
Living what?
Living while black.
LWB.
Living while black.
Well, you know what? Look at the girl in the Bahamas. If she hadn't had that tracker on her phone,
they never found her.
They wouldn't have knew that she had somewhere. She had to have been in the water.
That's right.
They haven't found her, but they found her phone.
Now that the phone was thrown in there to get rid of it.
I just saw something where this lady told this lady to get rid of the body, but leave the phone on so they can
ding it.
Yeah. The towers.
Yeah, they'll go to where the phone is, thinking that's where they are, where the person is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see that on movies all the time.
So let's talk about the accountability women should take during dating. All right, look at this.
Because I be hearing the way y'all talk about us, ladies. I do. Y'all say we not. Y'all say we not smart. Y'all say we not smooth. So how do these that's not smart, not smooth, not keep finessing you? How? If it's not you, how do that's not smart? How do that don't got don't do don't give you? How they keep getting over on you? Who is it? If it's not smart, if we got no game, if we don't know how to cheat, who is it? I'm not trying to be rude. I'm saying y'all not vetting these, bruh. Y'all do invest. You let him tell you he got some plans for you and you start investing immediately. Y'all don't require no type of evidence for. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, who was you before you got here? What?
You played that and I didn't agree with him then. I don't agree with him now.
So I played it before. I want to play it again because there has to be accountability by women, in my opinion. Okay. You guys let these guys tell y'all anything. And y'all,
some women, not me.
Wait, I said y'all.
If you got the wrong mole on your face, that's it.
Yeah, but he pulled us. but
No,
I mean,
see,
seriously.
You know, that can go both ways.
Yeah, I was going to say it goes both ways.
Most of the questions that we're doing here and we're talking about goes both ways. That's not. I got to see what's happening. I gotta, I'll watch. I'll listen.
I've always vetted my men, even when I was young. So I don't know where he got that from.
Cannot roll with the Ogie.
Well, you know what, Jenny? Some women are like that, though.
Yeah, see,
there are some women like that.
There is some women like that, and what he's thinking is this: you got some women that's out there just breaking their neck over some Negro that don't give a dang about him, and he sees that more than he sees the righteous brother, and that's who he's getting at.
Yeah.
You ain't qualifying these cats. If the dude got one mole on his face and one eye in the middle, but he rolling in a Range Rover, and he got money bags in the back seat, they jump in the back seat with him, And that's just what he's getting at.
It's
I've heard young girls talk like that.
It's crazy. And Marcy said it does go both ways, man. We listen and we look at that outward sometime first.
Yeah.
Yep.
She fine as hell. He's a handsome guy, and we already taken in.
He has a nice car,
Yep.
We have to have the accountability when we're the ones that are accepting this. We have to have the accountability when the relationship goes sour. Once you've gotten into it, once it starts going sour and this and that, because they already showed themselves, but we fell for it. So.
Why are you gonna let it go? Keep going crazy.
But they go in thinking that they're gonna change something. I'm gonna put it on him. He's gonna fall in love with me, and he's gonna change.
Yep. And that's the wrong thing to
they
think.
Bringing the sex to the like one time he was talking about, are they bringing the sex to the game? Don't you know he can get sex anywhere? You know what the ratio of men and women is? And you know how these women giving it. It's crazy.
And then that one thing you won't do, like you said, Maurice, that somebody else will do that for him.
When that golden faucet start dripping, though, Hey, Ilsa said, I went on a meeting the other day, and old boy would not get a second date. He was late, didn't open the door, and his shirt was dingy. Oh my God!
Ew,
what's up?
girl. He wouldn't have got the first date.
He wouldn't even, man.
Wait a minute, hold on.
That's why excuse me. I have to go to the restroom and go out the back door.
Let's start all over again. Okay, brother man didn't put his best foot forward the first time. He was kind of dingy and kind of slow. But what if it was a decent brother?
Yeah.
How did you know?
Ilsa, what if he don't have
that's another question.
What if he don't have you know what, men, not all men know how to do laundry. Ilsa, not all men know how to do. He might not know how to do laundry.
Ask me how many white shirts I got then turned pink and gray. I'm telling you.
They gonna throw everything in the machine: the whites, the blues, the pinks, the reds, everything. Especially if they could get one load in and be done, they're gonna do it.
And you know what?
I can honestly say my husband know how to do laundry. So I was afraid at first. I was like, "No, you wash your clothes, I'll wash mine." But he can do laundry.
And I see what Ilsa is saying. Those are some of her boundaries, some of her standards. So
and that's the first impression.
Correct. And regardless of what any of us think or anybody else think, that's important to her. And that's something that a lot of people need to look at, whereas it might not be as important to you. And he might have been an okay brother. He might have been a really good one.
She just
won't have a chance to show her now.
What the brother was saying. What y'all doing to, vet these guys? She vetting him by the way he looked. First impressions is a mug. I mean,
but you know what? You never know. Remember, I told you guys Robert ghosted me.
So if the shoe was on the other foot, let's turn that situation around. If the shoe was on the other foot and she showed up and she had a dingy blouse
with the bra with the balls on it, with the black balls on it.
I get it though, Robbie. I get it.
And that was your pet peeve.
There's going to be some things that tell you this. You just going to be like, no. It's some things that you just don't want to overlook.
Right.
Wait.
No food too great.
I had my sister tell me about a day she was on. Brother was clean down to his kneecaps, cold blooded, shoe, everything. He went and took his shoes off in the house, and the cat died.
Oh.
The cat died. Oh, okay.
But you know, some women,
it was like taking the radio.
Some women will think, well, I'll just wash his clothes, or I'll just buy him new shirts. You know, I'll take care of him.
Laundry.
Some women will go in.
In other words, to get a fixer-upper.
Right. They'll go in with that mind frame. And so they'll accept that, and they'll say, you know, it's just a dingy shirt. I'll wash it. I'll wash his clothes for him.
Robbie.
You know? So
I really do get what Ilsa's saying, because that first impression, like, y'all know me, if I do see the bra strap with little beady balls on it, that's not
that's one of your pet peeves. So
that's not a clean
and
bra
there's
to
some
me.
things that's gonna turn me away, like a big old mole on your face.
But she didn't turn away $600. She didn't turn away $600.
I don't care about the $600.
All right, but to Mo's point.
But you already got it, and you kept it.
Yeah,
you cared.
Yeah,
you.
Well, he didn't ask, I mean, it didn't lead to nothing. He already knew we weren't gonna date.
Right. But to Mo's point, that brother or that sister, they could be just what God sent you. That could be the one.
That's
exactly
true.
What you was asking for.
But you know what? If it is, bro, it's gonna come back around. They're gonna come back around, just like Robert did. He was meant for me, even though he ghosted me. And usually I'd be like, bye. But this time he was meant for me, because we ended up connecting again.
Hey, we got Byron's not here today, so Ilsa taking over. She said, or a lazy eye. Who are you looking at?
Don't tell me he had a dingy shirt and a lazy eye. You should have read, girl.
And a dead cat.
I couldn't have sat across the table from him.
Said, no, God didn't send him.
Stop it. You better cut it out. Tomorrow morning, you're going to open up the front door, and it's going to be a brother with a
don't come on.
to the east and west at the same time.
She said God didn't send him.
This is the one day I hope Byron does not come on.
Oh, Lord,
but that's a good question. My man Harold, what's going on, bro? I take it. We're talking about first impressions. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, okay. That's all good, man. Let me ask you guys something though. Is it true that broken people break people?
Hurt people hurt people. That's what they know.
Is it always that?
And sometimes misery loves company.
People hurt people. They do. And you know what? It may not be in a real bad way. It may not be that they're abusive or anything like that. It may not be to the extreme, but there are going to be some tendencies there. It may be in their conversations. They don't know how to, talk to you without saying hurtful things, or things that, and they may not even feel like it's hurtful. They may feel like, this is normal stuff for them.
Exactly.
Right. But can I mean, in being a compassionate person, I'm not saying me, I'm just saying if there's a compassionate person out there, can that hurt person be helped?
A person can always be helped.
In a relationship type situation, though.
For me, I just feel that if you're broken, before really getting into a relationship, you need to fix yourself first. Because a lot of people go into a relationship looking for someone to fix them. And sometimes they might tear down that person intentionally or not intentionally. But they really need to get themselves together first to make sure that
sometimes they don't even know that there's something that needs to be fixed. Sometimes
some people are hurt, right? Some people are hurt.
Yeah.
Robbie says, if you're not healed from that last relationship or hurt, we're not talking. I mean, because see, and there's some people, man, that have put this monocle of peace in their lives. All right, I think I have that. This peace, the stuff that other stuff can't get to me. All right, so if you got peace, why would you want a person who's presumed to be?
They're coming with their representative.
We won't.
They're coming with that representative.
Yeah.
Or they're really a deep down a good person. They just need someone to be there.
And they
But
don't.
you know what we have to recognize too? Sometimes people have PTSD based on things that have taken place in their life.
Yeah.
And it's not because, they're a bad person, but we have to realize sometimes that there are people out here that they have PTSD because of things that have happened in the past, and they may not even know it. Think about someone who let me take an example. Maybe they were a former gangbanger and now they've changed their life around, but you better believe that life brought some problems, brought some type of PTSD to that person. Or someone who may have their mother may have died at an early age. There's a lot of those things that we don't even think about that's going to bring problems in their relationship.
Yeah. That's interesting, but it's true. It's true. I do believe that hurt people hurt people. For real. Ilsa says, Johari windows designed to help build self-awareness. Harold says, don't allow your past to block your future. So true, so true, so very true. Dang, Marcy, look up a couple of comments, all right? In the private. Did you see it? All the way to the top, Marcy.
No.
No?
No.
It's not there, bro.
It's not there?
No.
Okay. All right. See, I didn't even put it out there like that, okay? Tara Griffin says, we are all a work in progress. Some people have worked through some of their hurt, and something triggers that brings up the residue that causes the situation.
That's true.
So
how many people don't have a trigger? How many people don't have a trigger? Maybe from their childhood.
Is it a hairy trigger? Is it a sensitive trigger, or is it you know what I'm saying? Is it a trigger that he breathed wrong? So no, hell no.
I can have a trigger. I get a trigger if I hear something that somebody says that my mother used to say when I was young, and it used to upset me. And if I hear somebody say it, boom, it triggers something.
And I know a young lady, I believe she said it was like 13 years that she had been in abusive relationships, plural. And she's delivered from that. But she does know if someone kind of comes at her the wrong way or says a little something, it can trigger her to like, hold up, because it might be a little fear in there, because it's like, ooh, that PTSD. This kind of sounds like one of those relationships I was in or something.
Got it, y'all.
And when she was giving her testimony about that, I was like, oh, okay. And I can understand that.
Some form of PTSD.
Yeah.
We all have it.
See.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
We all been through trauma growing up, some type.
Robbie says that's what it is. Robbie says this is why you get to know people before you jump into a relationship.
That's right,
Robbie. And you try to get to know. You try to get to know, because sometimes a person might not tell you everything that's happened. Even if you get married, you still don't fully know that person. But it is very important to try to get to know as much as you can about that person, about that family. How did they grow up? Because a lot of people will say when they're getting married, I'm not marrying the family. I'm marrying this woman or this man. You're definitely marrying that family.
I don't know how you're going to be with somebody and their family they're never going to be around. That makes no sense.
And then too, the way you were raised, which the people are raised, everyone's raised in a different manner. But the way that person is raised also. And when you watch, what's the dynamic between the family? Are they always cursing each other out? Are they always fighting? Are they more lovey? Do they have, get together? And when you have the family reunions and the family get-togethers, how's everybody? Are they all drinking, getting high, smoking?
Let me get some of these comments in. Tara said we're all dealing with some form of trauma. And with Ilsa, she said, look up the Johari window. I did look it up. It's Johari window is a technique designed to help people better understand the relationship with themselves and others. And there's a little window that they made, and there's a lot of little subcategories in there. If you guys get a chance, look up the Johari window.
I think I will.
Just looking at it, it's
I heard of that.
She also says there are things that we are open to, blind to, hidden from, and unaware of.
Exactly. I like that.
Is like peeling an onion.
Well,
awareness.
The layers.
Well, you know, a lot of that trauma and stuff actually comes out in relationship because it's kind of like the flight, and it's a response, which is supposed to happen. You don't have to get beat to have trauma. You don't have to have somebody put their fist on your hands on you to have trauma. Trauma could come out while you sitting in at church, and something can trigger you in a relationship that you had before. I mean, a lot of people don't understand that some folks have been hurt deeply. And have you ever seen a really pretty girl sitting by herself? She don't go out with nobody. You don't ever see her out with nobody, or she won't, date or anything. That's because she's been hurt deeply.
But you know what, Mo? That trauma doesn't always come from relationships either.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, it's. I'm talking about human trauma, the stuff that our communication between each other that causes the trauma, because verbal trauma is worse than physical trauma because it stays with you for life. It don't heal.
That's the emotional and mental trauma.
You actually have to put that away and be strong enough to put it away where it don't affect your life.
Right.
So,
got a couple of comments, but go ahead. Let's go to the CEO moment.
All right, we're just going to take a quick break. Let's listen to Miss Rachel Gary teach us how to be CEO of your life.
You're afraid to start because something is going to happen? Hey, believe it, something will happen. But your ability to respond as opposed to react is what will get you through it. How you respond. You take the situation as it comes. You take a moment and you think about the possible outcomes of the possible solutions that you can provide. Don't react. Reaction doesn't allow you to have success. It doesn't allow you forethought. It puts you in the midst of the problem. To be successful, you have to be solution-based. Think about you are the determining factor. That's how you get through it. Be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You.
Well, I know she was at Home Depot.
You said that. We know where you was at. She got an inspiration between the lights and the pipes. So she was good. She's all good. Shout out to Rachel Gary. She always
give a little fire.
Yes.
Making sure everybody's in charge of their lives. Okay. There's another question here, but let me get some of these comments out of the way before people say we don't do the comments ever. Byron says, "Oh, he did come on. I can't afford to be someone's emotional tampon. It's too stressful to deal with." Greg's right about achieving peace. Ilsa says, at Byron, emotional tampon, really disgusting. Harold Fuller says, a relationship is like a job interview. We all show what we want you to see in the beginning. Absolutely.
The representative.
Mo was on point. Rachel laughed at because we knew she was at Home Depot. You should
hey, Rachel.
a little bit better on that.
Look, she just goes somewhere and look, I got to run to Home Depot, and she pull that phone out. She's spitting out them nuggets. I don't care where she at.
Gotta get. Hey, as long as the inspiration rolls, man, I'm good with it.
She don't need to track. She got her own tracker.
She got them all. Hey, look, check this out now. So your wife or your husband is ill, terminally ill. You know they're going to die. So you may have started talking to somebody. May have started seeing them. Okay. So in this situation, a man asked the girl that he was talking to wait for him because his wife is terminally ill. Would she be wrong to wait?
I think that is totally disrespectful.
That's tacky as hell.
Real tacky.
Totally
Say it again, Mo. That's so tacky. What if she survived?
Well, no, she's terminally ill. She's going to die. He's going to die.
It doesn't matter if you're married to that person.
I just asked the question.
If you're married to that person, you have said your vows. That is just disgusting.
Yeah.
So should the man or the woman have even started talking to somebody before they're
No, absolutely not.
They're still married. They still married. Okay. That person's not in the ground yet.
I know.
And you know what? I would really have to. I don't know.
You have to live for another 50 years just cause.
Man, I'll live just a huncho, but.
Sarah said we're all going to die. Harold says what's meant for you will be for you. Robbie said disrespectful to the utmost.
Exactly.
Rachel repeats.
I would have to question him. I would have to question him. I wouldn't even want anyone. What if you get terminally ill? What you think gonna happen to you?
Do you guys remember B. Smith?
Yeah,
she was well known, I believe, with cooking and stuff. And her husband started dating because I believe she had dementia.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And he moved in his girlfriend. Like, well, she doesn't know I'm her husband, and still, like, I was like, "Are you serious?" He moved his girlfriend into the house, and they took care of the wife. And then, not long after B. Smith passed, the girlfriend left him. I'm like, wow,
he probably
said, so disrespectful.
She probably said, well, shoot, if you done it to her, shoot, and do it to me too.
He's gonna do it to you too. You better not get ill.
Man, that's different. You know, everybody, we want to thank you because I wanted Gina to talk about State Justice Guild because it is coming up. We're gonna keep talking about it, but we do the Relationship Roundtable on Monday. We had a fifth partner to do it on Mondays, but you know, I ain't gonna say nothing, although I did. But anyway,
okay.
And it's for entertainment purposes only, guys. All right, we're truthfully expressing what we feel, but it's more for the audience to express their opinions and, you know, entertainment purposes. Things need to be discussed sometimes, and we put it out there for them to discuss. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us and doing that. Okay, Gina, tell us about the Distinguished Author Guild coming up. We know what it is, right? But wait a minute, hold on. Before you do that,
November 10th, quickly approaching November 10th.
Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
One more thing. I want to make sure everybody says what they said. So what if the couple had discussion prior to her terminal issue and they decided that it was okay for him or her to move on?
That's totally different.
Yeah, it is
move
different,
on
but I don't even personally, I don't think I could do it, even if we had that discussion.
Not if you're in love with
I went through that. I went through that where my late husband had terminal cancer, and it was an emotional roller coaster. I couldn't even think about even going to work half the time, not even eating, less known going to see somebody else.
Okay,
it's just
bringing
emotional.
Something else into the equation. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, again, it's your choice. You know,
it shows your character or lack thereof.
Like if there's love there is no way that you could do that. Man. That's just my thought.
And or even once they pass.
And this is coming from somebody who went through it.
But even if they told you to move on, look.
If he had told me that, I couldn't
move on after they're gone. But have some time.
I couldn't even after he was gone.
But that's
what I say. Take some time to grieve. Get yourself together, because all of those emotions. You're going through things mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and you're going to really need time to really get it together before you bring someone else into the equation. You're not going to be able to give your 100% or your fullness to the next person.
Well, you know, most people that have a spouse that's passed takes a couple of years for them to get their things together before they move on. More or less having a relationship.
I'm gonna tell you this
before
to be real, to really be real with the next person.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you this. My father, when he died 8 years ago, he told my mom. He said, "Look, I'm leaving. You're a good woman. I want you to have somebody else. So go ahead on, because I'm leaving. Go ahead on and do what you got to do." And my mom said, "You can't tell me what to do."
I like that in her.
You can't.
But it's
you're hurting so bad. You're hurting,
and you're trying to take care of this person that you've made your vows with, that you're in a relationship with. You know that takes up a lot. I have not had a spouse that passed, but I've taken care of family members. That to be a caregiver, number one, is a lot. I'm a caregiver now. I've been caregiver to a lot of my family, and I can't even fathom wanting to bring in extra. Like Gina said, you're trying to just get the strength to eat, trying to get the strength to move forward, to wake up the next day, because you might be worried about this person. You're back and forth, take care of the person, whether they're in a hospice or a hospital or something like that. Where are you going to get the energy anyway?
Right.
To be able to do that? Not unless it's just a sex thing.
Yeah.
And then again, that tells a lot about your character, your lack of character.
Okay. All right, Gina. I'm sorry. Let's go.
November 10th, the Distinguished Authors Guild will be at Theater 47. Yes, right there, Park Forest. I think that's a 20-minute drive from Gary, Indiana. Come on out, you guys. Tickets are on sale on Eventbrite. Type in Distinguished Authors Guild. Get your tickets. Support these authors. Proceeds goes towards scholarships. We have to support these students in school, guys. I know what it's like to be in college and in need. But you know what? This is going to be such an elegant affair. Everything that glitters is gold. The theme this year is gold. So authors will be in the ladies will be in their gold evening gowns. The guys will be in their black tie. Come on out. And then don't forget the champagne gala. The champagne gala from 4 to 6.
Champagne.
And then the award show from 6:30 to 8. It is going to be a joyous time.
It will be. There's going to be entertainment there. There's going to be events before the
red carpet, interviews on the red carpet. We have entertainment with Luther Vandross and Whitney Houston.
Both who are coming right back just so they can be here with.
Okay.
They can be here with Dina for the
That's right, to come perform for me.
They coming up on the rough side of the mountain. Trying to get Blake out there too, so see if we can get Blake out there. But it's for a worthy cause, everybody, and it's she's decided to bring it back to the Midwest, back to home, so everybody at home can come and check it out too. So
yes.
Make it happen, man. Make it happen.
I'm excited. I'm very excited.
There's a lot of stuff going on, but tomorrow, man. Now we have tried to do this before, and so I'm trusting that it's going to happen this time. All right, everybody that I know basically smokes cigars. All right, we've tried to get people on here to talk about the cigar etiquette, and we failed. Okay, and I'm not saying anything bad about you guys. You like what you like, okay? But I have some people that are going to come on tomorrow that are going to break it down. They're going to talk about the cigar world. They're going to talk about cigars and what goes with what.
And that's a whole world all by itself.
Word. It's the world of the leaf. Okay.
Ilsa said Java.
She says Java. That means coffee, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's gonna come on tomorrow.
Excuse me.
And Marcy, you know how we did before. We had people come on here and Harold, you got to come on too then. Smoking one right now, Fat Bottom Betty. I don't know nothing about that, okay? But real quick, Harold, you're smoking a Fat Bottom Betty. What drink do you drink with that? What's your favorite drink to drink with your cigar?
Yaki.
These are the questions we're going to ask tomorrow.
Yaki.
Some people want to know what you smoking a Fat Bottom. What's a Fat Bottom Betty? I mean, I know one.
Mm-hmm.
Harold, you have to be on here tomorrow so you can give your feedback on this. Sounds like you're a cigar connoisseur.
Tito, he's right, because somebody said that. I don't know, it's a Fat Bottom Betty, but they pulled out some Tito's. This is
Austin vodka. I mean, Austin tequila.
Look at that. Java Mint is a sick man. Y'all got to come tomorrow. See, we done started this conversation already. Elsa, you smoker too? She says Java Mint is a cigar. All right. And Fat Bottom Betty with red wine. I got to go with Harold Fuller because I saw some guys smoking. I don't know what it was, okay? But they had Tito's. I had a bottle of Tito's with them. I'm telling you, man, this is going to be a good discussion, okay? Got some people that really, 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 really know what they're talking about. And Harold, I need you to come back tomorrow. Elsa, come back tomorrow to make sure we get the proper stuff. Even though these guys might know what they're talking about, okay? But you guys might know a little bit more. Because I know Harold smokes. I knew he smoked, but I didn't know he knew about the leaf. You know what I mean? So it's going to be an interesting discussion, okay? And don't forget, it's all good to get. Are the tickets on the Eventbrite? Gina?
Tickets are on Eventbrite. Just type in Distinguished Authors Guild, and they can go
Get
right
those
to
tickets.
it.
We're gonna push and push and push. Matter of fact, Gina, you want to start having some authors on? Let's get it. All right.
All right.
Let's get them and talk about their damn book. Marcy, you read? I'm just joking. Marcy, you've read a bunch of them already?
Yes.
Are they good? Are they the new ones? Are they good?
Yes. Yeah. Some of them are. Yeah. Most of them.
Have you read some and said, "Oh hell no, we ain't going there"?
Yes, she has. Yes, she has.
I'm honest. I'm honest. I'm gonna, if I'm.
And I do have to say that not every book is nominated. So if you think that because you submit a book, you're going to automatically be nominated, and I'm upfront with authors when they submit. If they talk to me, a lot of times they'll call me. If you have errors in your book, I tell them up front. If you have errors, do not submit. Don't do it. I'm not.
They don't listen to her.
I tell you up front. I tell them up front. It's definitely not going to make it.
They do not listen.
So
the bad part about that is there have been, like Gina's told me, if I find errors, not to continue reading the book. It's just a no-go. But because I'm an avid reader, I'm going to read the book.
Yes.
And there have been some that I'm like, woo, oh, and I'm like, can't go to sleep because I want to finish this book.
But it's got grammatical errors.
You guys know how I am. I have my little red marker and I'm folding down the page like, dang it, circling it.
She says, "Oh, this book is great. It has errors
all through
it. It's heartbreaking. But you know what? You have to invest in your book. I have never had an award-winning book that has errors in it. Ever.
I hope it's still.
And when you're reading a book,
what's so crazy about this? We could create a business for Marcy, a proofreader.
For real.
Reviewer. When I'm done with the book that has errors, because like I said, I'm going to continue reading it. And like I said, I fold the corner of the page and I circle where the errors, and I like if it's the wrong word, like it should be TOO and it's TWO or where and it's WERE word, or things like that. I'm circling it, or if just totally the word that should be there is gone because my brain started popping like I'm getting ticks. Like, well, wait a minute, I'm reading, go back, like, okay, no, and I'm like, ew, me, how I am, and it's like I get really ticked off because it's like,
did you read your own book?
One book that I told it really should be like a TV series. It would be really
tragic.
Good. It would really be good, but because of all the errors, I wanted to call the author myself and go off. Like, how dare you? This book is this good, but it's so many errors.
That's tragic.
Yeah, we have to invest in ourselves.
Yes.
When you write a book, you have to look at it as a business.
Call her Marcy.
I have a friend writing a book right now, and it's hilarious because she keeps coming to me. Okay, read this. It ain't even a whole chapter. No, just read this. I'm like, why don't you finish your book?
But you also, there's also, you have to also recognize the books with dialect. Some books, depending on, what era they're writing from or what message they're trying to get across, they use certain words through dialect, and that does not mean it's an error.
Right. And I had a book like that. I had a book, and it was very hard for me to read it because of that. But at first I was like, are they serious? But then I kind of flipped through it. I'm like, oh, okay. It's not that they're in error. It's just that type of dialect. Yeah. And so, I understood. I said, okay, so let me go back and go through this again. And that was a really good book.
Well, we want to make sure that we get this has to be the biggest year for the Distinguished Authors Guild. We're going to get this national, if not international. I would love some international books to come through and get featured on the platform so that this can be something that's annual. Like, I mean, it is annual, but something that's widely noticed from everybody across the country, man. But we're gonna talk about this until it happens here on Dope Living TV. So let's support that. Tomorrow, like I said, cigars. We talking about them. Get it ready. It's Dope Living TV Live, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow. All right.
Peace.
Good night.